Is there unethical practices going on? Well, since it's all about power, get it? Power, like power lines and power. So I was sitting there actually having a conversation with Ron, and he's actually quite upset at where this is going, where it's at right now. He just needs to go to CFC, Central Florida Electric Company. Now here's the real humdinger, folks. I ain't got to, well, we got to one. Now we're gonna get to the second humdinger, right? What is up, everybody? I tell you, man, it's just as the Otter Creek flows. That's right, folks. Here's where we're at right now. You know what? I'm really, I've gotten to know the neighbor here at Tubetown better and better each time I'm here. I get to talk to Ron, and I'm gonna go ahead and explain this situation right now a little bit because it has to do with everything that's going on right now, and it's, yeah, you guys need to help me figure this out because, well, first off, before we start off anything, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this touched up. I gotta get this weed eated real quick, get all this taken back down, all cleaned up, looking good, and then we'll continue on with what is actually going on and what all I need y'all's advice on. Also, I think I'm gonna grab the rake. I'm gonna rake those leaves down and rake them in this pile. I guess leave that pile there, rake up that pile, and that way it can look good. It can look good. I need it to look good because it's. Let me look at it. It's looking good. It's looking good. So good. Look over here. Look at all the sun coming in. Oh yeah. I forgot. I got mowed yesterday. I got to get finished up doing some weed eating. As you can see, Tubetown is looking good. 2.0, I should say. I got to get this little mess up right there. And then I got to get the mess up around that smoker. And then I believe I have enough deck boards to cover that over. I'm not sure just yet. We're going to find out. But as you can see, Ron's been out here. He, I remember I told you I'd take care of this area right here for him, but he went ahead and got the bamboo up right there, which is pretty cool. I got to finish weeding up over there. That grass is growing up really quick already, but needless to say, it's looking really good. And I think we need to set up some more games today. I've been talking about getting a badminton set up, but I hadn't. But you know, again, you guys got to stick with me through this video because you guys are going to learn some things and find out things that have happened, transpired through communications I've had with residents of Otter Creek and former employees of Otter Creek. And like, yeah, it's quite sad, to be honest with you. Oh, look, echo. Can you guys hear that? Echo. First things first, gotta get your career tools out. We got rained on yesterday. Yes, we got. I'm gonna put a little gasoline in her. Shake it up a little bit. I'm almost, I don't know where I'm at, but I'm gonna need some string soon too, so hopefully I have enough to get through all this. Who's ready for a little weedy meditation with Willis? Oh yeah. All right, let me get some eye protection real quick. Come on, you guys. Get over here. Yeah, so as you can see, what I was holding earlier, I was holding the power pole, or the power. That is because Ron doesn't have any power. Unfortunately, a while back during the hurricanes, the power went out, right? And so as this video goes on, I'm going to explain to you as everything that's transpiring right now. Unfortunately, he wasn't. He told me, he's like, I tried calling so many electricians to get him out here. He couldn't get an electrician to come out here. And so he tried, couldn't get one to come out here. So ultimately, by the time he went ahead and fixed, here, look, can you see the weatherhead? He put a new weatherhead up there. See, the tree broke, that power wire goes to his house, popped down the wire, right? So as you can see up there, that's all brand new, right? So Ron said he tried for so long to get an electrician, couldn't get one out. So finally he went ahead and did it himself. He didn't realize at the time that, there's a certain time period that you could do all that after the hurricanes and they wouldn't need it inspected. All this inspection stuff, right? Well, unfortunately, he didn't know that. He wasn't aware of that. Nobody told him that. So it come to the time where he went to get it hooked up, and unfortunately, he needed the inspection. So that's when he went ahead and paid $50 to get the inspection done permit or application. Then he already paid the $300 for the inspection, and it was already approved. From what I'm gathering, it was already approved. And we're gonna talk more about this. Let's just get back to some of our weedy meditations with Willis. All right, let's get started there. Well, since it's all about power, get it? Power, like power lines and power. Oh, man, the switch is gonna kill me. Let's go. Bam! All right, looking good, looking good. Oh, got that right there. Can't do that. Bam. Get out there for now. Okay. I got that there. I'm gonna go over there in a minute. And whoa, you guys' head's on loose. Hold on. Sorry about all that. But I'll go there and we'd eat that here in just a second. But time to cool off, get a sweat rag. It's hot. Man, it looks good. Okay, I forgot where I left off at. I was actually having a conversation, but I know this is gonna look cool. Yeah, some of you still wondering, well, what about the neighbor? What about the neighbor? All right, so I forget where I left off at, but I'll have to figure it out. Let me go back and watch this video so I remember where I left off at. Shucks. All right, so I had to go back and rewatch the tape a little bit to kind of figure out where I left off because I was doing all my meditations with Willis. But so yeah, so Ron sent off, paid all the money, got everything approved, and basically, as you guys heard in yesterday's video, Zim had said something about that there was something wrong with his permits, right? That he had talked to him, but there was something wrong with his permits. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's exactly what Zim said in the video yesterday, correct? Well, this happens. Ron came home yesterday, and I talked to Ron. I was like, hey, man. It's Captain Dan over there. I was like, hey, man. I was like, did the mayor call you about what's going on? And he told me that there was something going on with your application, that it wasn't done right. And Ron had said no. And he told me, he's like, man, I've been trying to be so patient. And I said, yeah, I understand. But so now he, from what Ron understood, the permit was never generated, right? So that's basically what Ron was given the, hold on, the runaround for, all right? So now there's something wrong with the permit, but then the permit was never generated. There's two things, kind of like last time. I went through 7 different steps to get my stop work notice. So now there's 2 things right there done. That, oh my God, it just gets so, Bizarre, right? All right, I mean, I gotta get a drink. Okay, got that drink. Now that there's been two different things that have been told about the permit. Well, I know when Deanna went there, because I was actually not in town. Deanna went there and paid for the application fee for me to get my inspection started, right? Inspection application, right? So Deanna went there, paid that. So when she went there, she said there was 2 permits on the desk. Now, if you remember, Zim said something too that like people lost their jobs because of trying to push permits through. Okay, well, first of all, once again, I don't think the mayor can fire anybody. But secondly, Cisco. But secondly, well, then there were permits generated, right? If that was the case, YouTube free. Hey, it has YouTube on this thing. What is that? Come here. He has a YouTube channel. Wonderful come back. He has a 4-wheeler and stuff. Anyhow, we got more YouTubers coming to Tube-Town, baby. Anyhow, where was I at? So yeah, so there was a permit generated, okay? So we got the permit. Well, so evidently there was, okay? Now here comes the humdinger, everybody. Here comes the real big humdinger. But you're just gonna have to wait until I get done doing some more Ouija meditations with Willis. Yep. Hopefully that guy will come back. It said YouTube real big on the side of his truck. And so, man, I'm not sure who it was. Let's see. Come here, you. Hey, once again, I'm just gonna throw this over the fence here, and I'm gonna walk around. Fence is too high, and I don't want to squish it. Yeah, so walking around, man, definitely that bamboo Ron put up, man, it looks so much better out here now. As I mentioned before, we're probably gonna take out these pine trees as well. But look how much better it looks, man. So cool, so good. Now we got all maintained, and but look how much the grass has grown since the last time we cut it. And that was like what, just the other day? But definitely not liking the pine trees. We might leave those. I don't know just yet. So well, let's get the weed eater and start. Bam, bam. Check it out. It's looking good. We got it good. I'm gonna go and pick up some of these other things that are in here, and we're gonna throw these over here in our little alley. We have like a little alley in between, and so that's where kind of my debris goes, right over in there. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and finish it up. I definitely am gonna be taking these trees out, and that way I'm making it easier to maintain, easier to get stuff done. But all in all, we're really pretty excited with the way it's coming out. Some trash. Oh. Let's grab these. So I was sitting there actually having a conversation with Ron, and he's actually quite upset at where this is going, where it's at right now. As I mentioned before, if I was the mayor of a town and I knew one of my residents didn't have power, and I knew that this resident has, you know, to live in this sweltering Florida heat for, you know, in the middle of the summer. He did tell him, give him a little bit of time that the new clerk was coming. Well, my opinion, a little bit of time is, I'm not worried about putting ordinance on the website. I'd be more worried about getting my resident power, especially being from what I've been told. As I mentioned earlier, I haven't got to it yet, but what I've been told, let me get this stuff up here. So what I contacted Jason to find out where he was at. Was that permit ever generated? Did it ever go through? Or what the deal was? Remember, there's a couple different stories that Zim said. He's like, oh, it wasn't generated. It was done wrong. They were trying to push it through. Whatever they were doing, whatever they were saying, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. But now, from my understanding, this permit was actually submitted to Central Florida Electric Company. So the permit that had already been paid for, the permit that had already been inspected, the permit that had already been approved, I was told by the former Otter Creek town clerk that yes, it was submitted to CF, Central Florida Electric Company. And so now, one wasn't submitted. It's all wrong. Again, my first priority, if I was the mayor, I'd be calling Ron up like, Ron, hey, listen, we need to go ahead and get this done because I know you ain't got no power. I know there's a heat wave outside. People are falling over because of the heat. And, well, we need to get you some power. So, I mean, that would be my first thing. Like I said, I'm not really worried about ordinances because there's a lot of ordinance enforcement around here. I'm sure that needs to be done. But, anyway, back at this. Whoa, look how good that looks. All right, let's get over here and get some lunch. I'll tell you what, instead of going to get lunch, I see Captain Dan over there, he's mowing. I happen to have a weed eater in my hand. He needs a little weed eating done over there. I'm gonna go do some weed eating for Captain Dan. Why? Because neighbors help neighbors, right? Neighbor Ron, neighbor Dan. Who's ready for some more weed eating meditations with Willis? Oh yeah. Look out. Captain's like pointing over at me, giving me the thumbs up. Whoa! Knocking you guys over. Knocking you over. You good? You don't mind me weed eating for you, do you? You don't mind me weed eating for you? No. You're like, oh. Yeah, you know. All right. That looks good. Actually, the Chuck's over here because Captain Dan, the mower died, so I brought Chuck over to give him a jump start. But right now, let's finish out these logs, baby. Bam! 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 Done with that. Good to go. Happy to have that done. Got Captain Dan taking care of right there in the road. Looks good. I tell you, me and him were just discussing, man. This whole corner looks good. Looks real good. Don't forget, you guys remember what Flippin' got me? Hold on, where's it at? I think it's time to. Oh, hold on. There's two of them. Set the newest game up here at Tubetown. Where should I do it? Like right here. Oh, right? Probably have to stake them down because the wind will probably blow these. I do got a feeling over time they might get weathered. I'm not sure. Never thrown this fridge before to see what happens. Ah, close. Oh, so I think I'm gonna leave that one right there. I'll find somewhere else to put this one, and we'll figure it out. But like, no, so all right, jump in the comments for me real quick because we're about to finish this video up. But let me know what you guys think. What Ron should do. Like right now, currently at this point, smile and wave. Currently at this point, you know, again, from what we understand, the permit was submitted. And it was sent off to CFC, Central Florida Electric Company. So, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I guess maybe the next step would be he'll have to go back to the office to find out, hey, where are we at now? Because like I said, I mentioned, I'm pretty confident that's what Zim said, that, you know, there's stuff wrong with his permit, but yet the poor guy still doesn't have power. He actually went out and purchased a $1,000 solar generator so they could have power because he's tired of not having power. I mean, shouldn't the city, should the city reimburse him for that? I mean, especially if the paper trail's already there, where it's already done and everything's already been done. I mean, I don't know. Do me a favor, leave me a comment down below and let us know what you think about this. Is it unethical for this mayor to continuously give Tubetown's neighbor a runaround again to try and get the power turned on? Everything's been done, it's been inspected. He just needs it to go to CFC, Central Florida Electric Company. Now here's the real humdinger, folks. I didn't got to, well, we got to one. Now we're gonna get to the second humdinger, right? Second humbling here is this. When Ron went down to the electric company, right? He went down there to ask what was going on with his permits. The supervisor there at the electric company, the supervisor got on her personal cell phone and called Zim. And then Zim was going to call Ron. So, I don't know. If the permit was already sent in by Jason, the town clerk, right? It was already submitted, done, submitted. And then now when he goes to find out what's going on, she gets on her personal phone and calls Zim. And then now Ron has to talk to Zim. And now Zim's saying the permit wasn't done right, or no, the permit looked good. I'm sorry. The permit looked good, but he didn't want to overwhelm the clerk when she got in the office right away. She's been there a week. And you guys heard it yourselves. He said that the permit was done wrong, or what is going on? I don't know. But you know what? We're gonna start fighting for our neighbor Ron and get his power back on, because it's a shame that did everything right and he's still stuck without no power. So with that said, leave me a comment down below. Is it unethical for this guy to be doing this? Where are we at? Where are we at with this? But all right, anyway, let's just get back to playing games and having fun. All right. So we're gonna leave it. We'll leave it there. Any odds if I can make one of the 4 frisbees? Ooh. Oh, close. Oh, man. That was almost off the tree. That would have been cool.